Hello everybody. I know it's been a while since I've given you an update on how I've been doing with my cancer progress, and I do have some good news, but I'm going to start, I guess, from a point that helps you understand why everything else has happened. A few weeks back, I had gone into the hospital because I had 102 fever with severe pain, and they really didn't know what the source was of all of my discomfort. So I ended up getting hospitalized yet again. And at one point, they were so confused as to what it was. They thought that maybe I had tuberculosis. So I'm in this room where people have to come in with masks, and they're wearing all of this gear so that they don't get infected. And it wasn't tuberculosis at all. Turns out that the drain that I had for the extra fluid in my belly had gone infected, and I actually had gotten a prescription from my doctor probably a week before because it started to look like it was getting pretty bad, and it turns out that that infection got into my blood, so I went septic. Right now I am on some pretty heavy duty antibiotics that are fighting all of that. Great news is it's got to be working because I feel great. I'm not really all that tired. So I'm getting momentum back up, and I'm starting to feel like my old wacky self, which is great news. But as a result of that, we decided to stop the chemo treatments because obviously I can't be battling this infection along with having chemo that's bringing down my blood count levels. I went to my doctor on Friday last week, and all of my blood work is coming back great. My liver is still working the way it should be. It's a little swollen, but that's because of the antibiotics that I'm on. No big deal. It's not anything that we're really too concerned about. But in the good news, blood cell counts are back up to normal. Bilirubin level is normal. Everything is, for the most part, fine. The cancer levels have increased slightly, but that could also be an indication of the infection that I've got right now in my bloodstream. So, not too worried about that. The great news is that we are not going to be doing any more chemo, and it doesn't look like it's going to be an element that we'll have to use for a long time. So if my cancer begins to regrow and we start to backslide, then what will happen is my doctor will put me on some more hormone therapy to help reduce that. So in the beginning, where chemo was really the only option, it is now one of the last options. So this is great news. All of the prayers and the support and the positive messages that you guys have been sending me have really helped out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And I wanted to thank you all for keeping me in your thoughts and for checking in on me. Some of you do it every day, and I greatly appreciate it. It goes a long way towards my healing, because I think a lot of it is just the mental capacity of being able to say, this is going to get done. I can do it. I believe in myself. And even on days when it's really, really tough, you guys have inspired me to keep on going. So I want to thank y'all for that. And so we're clear, guys. We're going to start letting my hair grow back because it's I'm getting it back, which is great. I don't have to worry about the chemo pulling it out of me anymore. And so I'll have my own eyebrows and eyelashes again. And I'm pretty excited about being me again. In other news, I have started physical therapy because I've got like these super scrawny, loose arms and legs from losing all of that weight during this period of time. And the therapist really kicked my ass yesterday. I thought it was like no big deal. We're just kind of doing bands and stuff, and she had me on this little bicycle thing for my arms, and I did a little bit of cardio, and I thought it was going to be fine, and I woke up this morning sore as fuck. So I look forward to continuing to do some more of that stuff and gain some healthy weight instead of fat. I'm looking at trying some yoga, and of course sticking with the diet that is obviously helping, because I've been eating healthy for the most part. And I do sneak in some Dr. Pepper floats, but you gotta live a little bit. So, yeah, things are great on my end of the world. I hope that things are going great for you, and I thank you all for all of the love and support. Bye!